What Meg plots next? Revealing upcoming worthless deal, she hints getting tons of sarcastic words. After months of criticism over a lack of content in her $34 million deal, Meghan Markle has announced her first official podcast series for Spotify. The Sussexes were given a bumper payout by the streaming giant back in late 2020. But in January 2022, The Sun revealed Spotify was taking the project into its own hands as content from the couple failed to materialize. Initially, a full-scale launch of shows was promised in 2021. However, the year came and went without any further update. Bosses then stepped in and began recruiting in-house staff to help. Harry and Meghan's only podcast effort so far has been a 35-minute holiday special in December 2020, featuring celebrity pals Elton John and James Corden. It means that, so far, they've been paid roughly $870,000 for each minute of content. Matters looked as if they could be derailed again 2 months ago, when the pair came under pressure to ditch their mega deal after Spotify was accused of hosting anti-vaccination content by US host Joe Rogan. But they decided to stick with the company instead, telling fans they were committed to ensure changes to its platform are made to help address this public health crisis. The move attracted criticism, with TV firebrand Piers Morgan blasting, "So a proven liar is now satisfied nobody else is lying?" Beyond parody. In a trailer for Meghan's series, which was released today, the mum of two said, "This is how we talk about women, the words that raise our girls, and how the media reflects women back to us, but where do these stereotypes come from? And how do they keep showing up and defining our lives?" The Duchess, previewing the type of guests who will feature, adds, "This is Archetypes, the podcast where we dissect, explore and subvert the labels that try to hold women back. I'll have conversations with women who know all too well how these typecasts shape our narratives. And I'll talk to historians to understand how we even got here in the first place." Spotify and Archewell Audio both prioritize responsible management of the audio landscape, and as recently described, are dedicated to working closely to encourage transparency and strong values of trust and safety, Spotify and Archewell Audio said. Despite the furore, a spokesperson from Archewell Audio revealed last week that Meghan's first series was on its way. The 40-year-old has long been a campaigner on female empowerment. Spotify and Archewell Audio described her conversations with typecast women as uncensored and said the Duchess would delve into the origins of stereotypes. Former Suits actress Meghan is also an executive producer on the series, along with Ben Browning, Archewell's head of content, and Rebecca Sarnes, Archewell's head of audio. Mr. Browning, an Oscar-nominated Hollywood producer, was hired during a massive Archewell shake-up a year ago. Remarkable Friendship, Thomas Markle's second YouTube episode with Karl Larsen, was recently released. The two are seated in front of a portrait of Her Majesty and the Union Jack. The broadcast begins with Meghan Markle's father and Karl Larsen discussing how their YouTube channel has grown significantly. However, Thomas then makes a dig at Prince Harry and Meghan's new Spotify deal, saying that, so far Meghan and Harry have not completed anything they've started to do. "I can't think of anything," he added, shaking his head. Moreover, Meghan Markle's sister has said that the Duchess will never compare to the Kardashian family in her attempts to become a television personality. Samantha Markle has slammed her sister once again, following Prince Harry and Meghan's lucrative deals with Netflix and Spotify. The Duchess of Sussex's sister have compared the royal couple to the Kardashian family, who have also launched their own show on Disney+. Speaking to the Daily Star from her home in Florida, Samantha said, "They're not the Kardashians. That's comparing apples to oranges. The Kardashians were an American business empire and everyone knows their background." She added, "If you mean by the Kardashians by just wealthy, there are so many wealthy families. I don't think they would be the right comparison."